Making, yeah, just basically making content for October.
Which other flag be? It's either between the NATO flag and the UN flag, but most factions have used the UN flag.
Well, this will be the video with the sound of someone eating popcorn in it the entire way through.
A wonderful video. All videos should have that. Like, honestly. The video I watched, if there's not a man eating popcorn in the background of it, I don't want it.
When you're hiding from the alien, I can't believe they haven't heard me. Ah!
When you smoke crack.
Oh god, it's gonna be one of these games.
I mean, late night brainstorming is just so fun. Well, I think another big point to add in the storyline is that they forced most of the Western world to Anglanize.
I think I accidentally skipped someone.
I'm sorry, they forced most of the Western world to what now?
Speak English, basically.
Ah,
You know, as you do whenever you're a massive world government.
I mean, it makes sense. English is still one of the most widespread languages.
Then they moved over to the American police kind of form. Because in their eyes, it is the most effective, apparently.
Why the American police format?
Because they're the most heavily armored.
Okay, that part makes sense. Yes, you spend less on training new people if your current people don't get shredded by bullets or stabbed with knives.
It's funny because most of the European police stayed in place, but most of the Western police actually left service and went to go join the little militia group started by the special forces
Oh my
guys
god, he
that
has a
caught wind
piano
first.
scarf. I absolutely want it.
So basically, after all the special forces guys got wind first of what was happening, and they all left,
Okay, those are
or
very cool
most of them
pictures.
left, um, a bunch of the police found out last, and they're like, "Well, time to go join some random ass militia." You know, as you do.
Not gonna lie, I am slightly zoning out of a good portion. Oh my god, she looks adorable.
Jeez.
Kind
Well,
of
Paige,
sad.
you could always try doing some reaction videos for Halloween.
True.
It would only require you staring at a screen instead of actually interacting. So in case you get, scared by something, you don't actually have to stop the reaction or just jump away from your keyboard and cause yourself to die and have to do it all over again.
The question
You
is,
could
what would
just
I react to?
The Walton files are actually pretty popular right now, and I know that they are pretty lax on the on the copyright strikes.
Didn't
Well, that's just because they're pretty big craze. Granted, though, that wouldn't really be a sincere reaction since you already seen it. Have you seen the Baddington tapes?
Nope.
Okay, that's a few hours of content. Should be able to get probably 5 videos out of it.
I don't know what to do for the police uniforms. Should I just give them all black uniforms?
If you like, Paige, I can watch it with you.
Sure. Oh, okay, that is very, very strange, and I'm slightly scared by that image.
What?
You should see the image.
Oh, it's a lights, camera, action, despair. Yo, that is a cool icon!
Oh dear, oh no, everyone, please make your way to the pool.
Did someone just... Hold on, I skipped over someone's thing, but hold on. There we are. She looks a little bit too happy. Error system overload. Oh,
Why, hello, student. Wait, that's the wrong program.
oh, that's a reference to so many. That's a reference to
think-
so much, not just Danganronpa.
I don't know what to do for the police uniforms because I forgot to add a mod that had police
So
uniforms.
what should we reference this time? How about everything?
Want to reference the creator. Everything. I don't think we're gonna be
Everything,
able.
sir. Everything.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do everything, sir. By God, you better find a way, or else. Or else what, sir? You will not only lose your job, but you will lose your life. I don't think you're able to
I'm
do that, sir.
going to bet
I'll do whatever
this-
the hell I want.
Is Danganronpa, you know, the death game. They very much so are able to take your life.
I think the base police should be fairly militarized, though, but not like a crazy amount.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, like small little vests and whatnot. Because, I mean, when you just took over most of the world, your police are going to have to be pretty, hefty on the gear side, because there's probably a lot of people around running with guns.
How did this... Hold on. I don't think she died here.
What
Ah!
tipped it? I was gonna say, what tipped you off? The fact that there's apparently what, grape jelly or some shit in the pool?
Dude, you make really nasty sounds when you eat.
I know.
Sound like my grandpa whenever he's eating an avocado.
Dude,
Let's
You know
go
why
this
I
side.
do this? Because I enjoy making people uncomfortable.
It's not really making me uncomfortable, it's just kind of annoying.
Jupiter. I don't remember which one was...
Good.
Hold on. Casting call.
I have had to sit in chats with what
Who
is
is
basically
Jupiter?
13-year-olds chow down.
Okay, Oscar claims he was with Jupiter. Jupiter is the blonde. Oscar. Let's...
I
Okay.
think for simplicity reasons, most of their vests are going to be a mix of things that say Khaleesi and police.
Start with this one then. Connor.
When on the back of their vest, it's just 3 lines, which is just police in 3 different languages.
Sadly, I can't make my own mod content, so I can't do that.
I know, but still.
I think that'd be really funny though. Police, and whatever the French. Wait, I think the French use police, right?
Lauren.
Right? They use police, right?
I think so, but I'm not familiar enough with the language. I know Spanish is policia? Something like that.
Well, then again, they did basically force most of the Eastern world to Anglinize, so.
I wish I had a timestamp of her death. Ruth, also alone. Why are there so many people alone?
Because this is the first death and they didn't know that the game had started, so they wouldn't even think about having an alibi yet.
You think this is a pretty good police officer for the, at least base police?
Clarissa, also alone in room.
What do you think I should make their sidearms?
That's up to you.
Well, let's think about it. So the new modern military, at least the western side, are being fitted out with M17s. So that means they probably have a large stockpile of M9s just sitting around. But they also use a lot of Glocks. Between a Glock and an M9, what do you think? M9?
When in doubt, do a mix.
No, I can't really do that. Because that'd be a lot of different police units. I think I'll do the
Try.
M9. The M9 isn't a half bad pistol. A service pistol. Plus, it's going to be the shitty military version, so everybody's going to get a laugh out of it. Except the police.
Oh, I have a feeling I already know who it is. Isaac did not confirm where he was. I'm writing that down.
Didn't he also state that the reason why she left the site was to get a snack, but he also ran into her in the kitchen getting a snack?
Yeah. But Doris
Well,
would have
that
seen
doesn't
her.
add up.
I think it may be Ethan.
Hang on, but Hawk says that she was in the kitchen. He?
Hawk also
them.
said that they didn't see Polly.
Well, here's the thing, Paige. You got 3 different people who are supposedly in the kitchen at various points.
So it's, I don't know why, but I have a feeling it's Doris.
And Hawk did acknowledge that you and him had just, him, or it, 2D anime, okay, it's very difficult when it's just straight on to tell sometimes. Anyways, that you
Okay,
saw
wait.
Polly and the other
Wait,
guy.
hold on. Did not see Ethan.
Well, that does line up with the idea that Polly left his side to go to the kitchen.
I
Continue.
wonder.
Okay.
Should I give them Colt carbines to the police?
And he was wet, so Hawk was probably at the pool prior
Yeah.
to that. And then Polly came into the kitchen.
Ayo. Person.
Mm.
What kind of AR should I give the police?
Again, up to you.
Thinking about giving them ARs.
Saw Ethan.
Oh, ARs it is. I'm gonna give them M4s, you know, Chad stuff.
Hold on, would he be able to route from the kitchen through the rec room to the rooms, or would that be going out of his way?
That would be going out his way.
Okay, yeah, that's suspicious. Considering didn't he state that he went to get a snack, then met back up with Polly, but then ditched her to go,
Can I also point out that Doris never said she saw
sleep.
Ethan?
I know. But still, that means that not only was he not in the kitchen, but even following the route that his story supposedly took, he shouldn't have been in the rec room. Because that would have been going out of his way.
Damn.
Oh god, this is gonna be one of those people who just,
Okay, I'm going back over the
Is
truth
this in
bullets.
space?
No, I thought I was in. Okay.
Because you're going to the red door. That person appeared to be wearing a, spacesuit, and I can see the stars through a skylight in this ceiling.
I don't think so. Not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a reality show.
Okay, cool.
Wait, afternoon. Polly did not get a snack until 6. Ethan has
Do
lied.
they consider that afternoon?
Wait,
I
true.
thought considered evening. Actually, Paige, if you go back to that,
Yeah?
the two people's testimony truth bullets, the first and second one,
Yeah?
that one, the first one, directly contradicts the second one. Because, hold on. Never mind, because they didn't include that part in his truth bullet for some reason. You know, the part where they had bumped into each other in the kitchen.
Yeah. He never specified where he was. Hold on.
He did specify where they met. Why are we supposed to be here? Well, did you try the screen right there?
Yeah, no, it seems a lot like Ethan did it. Because, hold on.
Dragon farce.
gonna save right here.
Ah, yes. Time to save scum.
Alright, yeah, no, Ethan's fucked.
There's also the fact that, between her leaving the kitchen and Ethan showing up in the rec room that night, both of them are unaccounted for.
Oh,
At
so
roughly, like in roughly the same stretch of time.
Ethan's sweating bullets.
So what's this
Oh,
thing
boy.
about?
It's literally a murder game.
So
The only
basically,
way to win is to kill someone and get everyone else to vote out someone else.
so Among Us with extra steps. Got it.
Well, with fewer steps, technically. The trick is, you don't want to get caught, but if you can pin the blame on someone else and someone else gets voted out, you win and everyone else dies.
Why is it
So
always the
it's
muscular dudes that do it first? Or why is it always
because
dudes, like...
That's just a trend.
and plus you gotta think the muscular guys generally are seen as stupider, so they're like, oh, well I can just beat the shit out of this person and then I'll be okay. Somebody has sent me a message. So they stand out.
Dumbbell.
It's kind of weird to think all these characters with great design are gonna die soon.
Well,
True.
It's kind of like putting a lot of effort into character development and then just having somebody kill them
it's
really
because it
easily.
was covered in blood.
Dumbbell.
The hardest thing for a show like or like a game like that is decide who to kill first.
Mm, I wanted to shoot that one because
Well,
there's
don't forget,
blood on it.
there is one mastermind who's actually the driving force behind the show.
Ah,
And if they get voted out, everyone else gets to live. So at
Oh,
the end of the day, the game boils down to this. Either the mastermind gets voted out, or everyone dies. And the only way to prolong the game is every time someone kills someone else, you have to vote them out. And
you
of
either
course, you
get
might be
really
thinking,
lucky.
well, why don't we just wait until we're sure of who the mastermind is? Well, simple, because they'll start putting pressure on you guys to kill someone, or else the game master will take it into their own hands. And they can make life rather unpleasant for everyone who will be stuck in the game until there's a, like, until one of those two victory conditions
blunt
is
force
met.
trauma. In the pool.
Oh, blood.
Blood. Hold on. I'll be right back.
That's right, we don't have anything to lose! Except our lives.
Well, those are only temporary anyways, right?
But yeah, no. Up until that point, literally anyone can be the killer, and a killer of a previous trial can't be convicted in the next trial of being that current killer if they weren't actually responsible for the kill that's being talked about. Not to mention, there's also rules in place to prevent self-reporting. A killer can't report the body that they kill. You need at least two people to stumble across the body in order to report it. You can only have two people die between trials. You know, so a particularly crafty killer can't just keep hiding the bodies. Now, the meeting will automatically be called if there's 2 or more bodies. If by some miracle you manage to kill multiple people simultaneously.
What kind of SMG should I give the SWAT guys? I wonder, I wonder.
Anyhow, and then of course the mastermind has a few perks that no one else really gets a benefit from, such as having the actual game master's ear,
Mm.
having access to the game master's own resources, and having the ability to call in certain items into the trial. For example, weapons that normally wouldn't be available, since in these particular death games you got to make do with whatever's in the room.
So somebody gets a gun, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, stuff like that. Which can
Where
make
the
it
fuck?
particularly difficult to actually figure out who was responsible, because you know it had to have been the mastermind, but you don't know who that is.
Or maybe the mastermind just left the gun out somewhere and suspected somebody to use it. Which is probably what I would do if I was the game master. But it'd put me at risk as well, I guess.
Well,
What a
keep in mind,
strange...
there's no risk to the actual game master, because the actual game master is outside the trial. The mastermind
Oh.
is their agent inside the trial, which is why they're playing the most dangerous game.
Did I give the police an MP5? Was there... or is there a submachine gun?
The MP5 is probably going to be fine.
Or should I do something wacky like the MP7?
If it functions, and it's both cheap and reliable. You got to remember, you're arming a lot of officers.
Yeah, fair.
It's got to be something that's cheap, reliable, easy to maintain, and easy to replace broken parts.
MP7 it is, with aim point pro.
And preferably something that doesn't necessarily require all that much skill or training to use.
Yeah, MP5. You literally just described a goddamn MP5. They're really not that hard to use. I mean, unless you're used to an AR, the action's a little weird, but that's about it.
Stares
I'm
at the
back.
grease gun, which is literally just a bunch of tubes.
Honestly, I still really like this guy's neck scarf.
I hate the fact that they still give Japanese tank crews fucking grease guns.
Like I said, it's cheap. If I recall correctly, you can get them for like $7.
Where?
I don't know. I just remember seeing that somewhere.
I have $7. I have more than $7. I can arm a lot of locals.
So, 2 people.
Would you like to help me overthrow the government with grease guns? Hello?
Hello.
Would you like to help me overthrow the government with grease guns?
No, that's a stupid idea.
I think it's a great idea. Well, you can arm enough people, right?
Doris's account.
Did the report have a timestamp on it?
Give me a second, we're checking. The report did not have a timestamp on it. The dumbbell. Oh, I'm saving right here.
Okay, what could possibly be used to call him out?
Okay.
Around 7:15, he wasn't really paying attention to the time. What time did she meet up with him?
He said he was in the... He was in the workout room where the dumbbell and towel were.
Even though he says he wasn't. Hold on, he... Go back again?
There'd be a lot of holes
What
near
time did she... Hold on.
There'd be a
Slowly.
lot of holes near store,
going.
Sonny.
Again. What is it you're really starting to worry me? Okay, so he got his times mixed up. He wasn't even in the workout room. Towel. He didn't need to be in the workout room to acquire that. That's useless here. What?
Fuck it.
The report?
Wait, where? Where does this say this?
I know, I'm just like, wait a minute. But this isn't listed. The only thing that could possibly be used here is the fact that he has, the fact that a towel was used and that couldn't have been acquired in the workout room. Which would have lined up perfectly if he claimed he, oh dear, what did he just say?
He claimed he... Oh, Hazel's. He said he only he went straight to his room. Hazel says otherwise. After 3 people...
And for the rules of this game, it's been altered to 3 people instead of the typical 2.
Oh no, it's always been 3. It's just the entire thing...
You said it was 2 when I asked you directly like a month ago.
Oh yeah, no. It has to be 2 innocents and the murderer can be among them. It has to be at least 2 innocents in the room. But it has to be 3 people to do the body announcement.
Strange rules, but okay.
Oh, this one does differently.
I was right. This one is differently.
I'm going to say I don't like them just to be adverse to everything. I don't like them. Man, you know you live in a really fucked up country when a goddamn Lada is considered a luxury. I think it'd be pretty funny for the SWAT, due to lack of them actually putting a whole lot of funding into the police acceptance for the weapons and their gear. Their vehicles are literally some old MATVs from the military, an off-road, and a Jeep. I mean, those aren't bad vehicles. But you think it would work?
Goodbye, Ethan.
But how does Ethan die? Do they just stab him to death, or does he just disappear out of existence? I asked that my questions be answered.
Uh, in this case, they took a shit ton of pictures of him, and as he tried to back away from the light, from the flashing lights in the middle of the pitch black room, he tumbled right off a really tall ledge and
I think
splat.
I think he just died the same death Polly did.
Oh,
What,
so
blunt
they
force
killed
trauma?
him.
Yes.
Oh, so they killed him the same way they killed the person.
Well, in a similar fashion, but not the same.
Okay. But
After
you
all, he
think,
didn't get bludgeoned to death by a dumbbell. Instead, he fell from a really tall height.
but like I was saying, you think the goddamn SWAT shit that I have set up will work? It's basically a Jeep, an old military truck, and a truck.
I mean, if this is their version of Special Forces, they're probably using up-to-date shit.
Hmm. Well, I
Which
don't
is
have a
what
whole lot of.
honestly makes that scary.
Alright. Good news, there's a part 2 to that.